Just as the woman was about to become the prey of evil spirits, a bearded man suddenly appeared, drawing the spirit's attention. It seemed more interested in the man, constantly circling him. Wei felt uneasy, knowing evil spirits don't appear randomly. Their presence meant someone would die, as they feed on the unique scent of the dying. But then, in the next second, a swarm of evil spirits suddenly rushed in. Facing this sudden onslaught of spirits, Wei realized a major disaster was about to strike the town. To uncover the bearded man's secret, he stealthily followed him. But as the bearded man reached the mall entrance, a hell gate suddenly appeared. All evil spirits, as if summoned, vanished back underground. Wei, seeing this, knew the bearded man held a dark secret. He pursued him to a remote cabin. While the bearded man was away, he snuck into the room. To his surprise, it was covered with countless photos of the dead, and calendars missing the 15th. He realized something major would surely happen in town that day. That night, a young woman was relentlessly pursued by two docile huskies, but when Wei caught up, he found both the woman and the huskies had died. Meanwhile, the bald man who fired the shot kept lamenting his terrible aim. He'd intended to kill the huskies, but accidentally shot the woman instead. Soon, the police arrived at the scene. Their investigation revealed the huskies' owner was the bearded man, so the chief issued an arrest warrant for him. Just as everyone thought this was an ordinary case, Wei, returning home, suddenly found a handgun on the ground. He thought a thief broke in, but found the bearded man dead in his home. Wei instantly knew he'd been set up. He was about to call the police, but hesitated, knowing he'd be arrested, and the town's massacre would go unopposed. But he saw the bearded man had been dead for days. The bearded man he'd seen earlier was a ghost. Then he saw a tattoo on the bearded man, and recalled the sheriff had the same tattoo. Perhaps he was the bearded man's accomplice. Wei used his psychic powers to locate Sheriff Sang Biao, but it was his girlfriend's mall. The moment Wei stepped inside, it was crawling with countless evil spirits. Seeing this, Wei was instantly terrified, before he could even react. Everyone desperately ran towards the exit, but the steel door was strangely locked. Only Wei ran back against the flow. Then, a gunman suddenly appeared in the mall, indiscriminately shooting at the crowd. His girlfriend was also within the shooter's range. At this critical moment, Wei, risking his life, shot repeatedly at the gunman during a reload, but his terrible aim meant he couldn't hit him. Suddenly, countless evil spirits enveloped him. Seeing the thug raise his gun to shoot again, he shot the thug, and the crisis was averted. Then, with a nervous heart, he walked to the shot-up store. Seeing the dense bullet holes on the wall, he couldn't believe his eyes. He thought his girlfriend was dead, but luckily she wasn't, and they lived happily ever after. And so, the film ends.